Yo, guys, it's your boy Chris Leafly. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be fantasy matchmaking the winners of Dana White's Contender Series, Week 1 and 2. Not the winners, but all the contract winners, since in Week 2 we got one of the losers, Tanner Tremblay, to get the contract, and one of the winners on Week 1, Abe Alcindor, did not get a contract. So, it's these 10 fighters. Two of these fighters I do not think are ever going to win a UFC fight, in Trent Miller and Alik Lorenz, but you know, I'm going to start off with the winner of the main event in Week 1, go down the card there, and then start off with the main event winner in Week 2, which is Brito. So, let's get into it with Anthony Witt. Yes, I know Anthony Witt is fighting Terrence Chapman at UFC Sacramento. This is after after Anthony Witt destroys Terrence Chapman in the first round via ground and pound KO. I think you should book Anthony Witt versus Ellis Ellison. He lost to Gable Stevenson. He lost to Brando Pericek. He's a good level of fighter to see if you're good enough to be elevated higher. He's a good boxer. He has heart. He keeps fighting. I think Anthony Witt destroys him, similar to how Gable Stevenson did. This is going to be about a 5-minute video, I'm not going to lie, because there's not much to really say. It's just my ideas. Anthony Witt versus Ellison in November, December. Bilal Hassan. Bilal Hassan's fighting another Asian at UFC Shanghai. I think he's going to get a first round KO in that fight. And then I think at the end of the year, you book him against Hung Sung Park. Hung Sung Park was at one point, I'm going to call him Park. At one point, Park was favorited to beat Tatsuro Taira. I don't know how. Park is a good unranked flyweight. He is a good boxer. He has good grappling. He has good jiu-jitsu. And he's a really good test to see if Hassan's good. This might be too big of a step up in competition because he's borderline ranked at flyweight, and I think he was ranked at one point until he lost to Bruno Silva. But I think Bilal's really a big... I think, you really want to propel him. He's an incredible fighter. Incredibly high-level striker. Incredibly high-level wrestler. I think you give him Hung Sung Park after he wins his fight in UFC Shanghai. Moving on to now everyone that does not have a fight. Tom Pagliarillo should fight Isaac Thompson. Thompson is... Oh, damn, he looks like Alexei Pagandi. Thomas had a really competitive fight against Joe Anderson Brito. Hasn't fought since. Tom is going to need a few months off after that war against Malumbo. I think you book this in November, December. On an Apex card. Pagliarillo is a really good striker, really powerful, has grit, as you saw, has great recovery, good jiu-jitsu, has some submission upside. Isaac Thompson is an unknown, pretty much. He's really, if you ask 100 UFC fans, none of them know who Isaac Thompson is. You really got to be a hardcore. A lot of people will probably see this as an equal debut because the short notice fight for Isaac Thompson really shouldn't count against him. He did really well in that fight, even though he took it on 6 days notice. I think this is a fun fight. Both of them are really good strikers. This is the fight you should make. Joe Kropschnot versus Andrei Pulyaev. Pulyaev is just a good all-around fighter. He's a really good unranked fighter. Not really good. He's pretty shit. I don't know why I said that, but he's a good, just a random... He's a good can, pretty much, what I'm trying to say. Joe is... I don't know how to rate Joe. Joe is really good on the ground. He has good jiu-jitsu. He has pretty good competition. He destroyed John Kuhneman on the Contender Series. He's going to take a couple months off because of the damage he has to his face. Pulyaev has a fight booked in October, I believe. You could run this in December or January. You want to get Joe in there. He's not the youngest prospect. I think he's 34 years old. You want to get some use out of him. You want to have him have a quick turnaround. Give him, at the end of the year, early next year. Pulyaev is always ready to fight. He always has quick turnarounds. I think this is the fight you make. Moving on to the winner of Week 2. Kike Brito is One of the most entertaining fighters I've ever seen. This dude throws incredible volume. Had the nastiest KO of Namo Fazil. You book him in a fight that's gonna be fireworks. You book him against Victor Valenzuela, who is going to stand and bang, has a really iron chin, will stand and bang, will strike, will throw palms. You give him a favorable matchup. Victor Valenzuela has terrible defense. Kike Brito will get a knockout on Victor. This is the fight you have to make. Kike is going to be a star if he keeps getting these KOs. Because that was the nastiest overhand I've ever seen on Namavisil. Trent Miller should fight Torres Finney. Trent Miller is one of the fighters I think are never going to win a UFC fight. I don't think he was Dana White Contender Series level fighter. I don't know why they brought him back. He fought Douglas Rodriguez, who is clearly the better fighter. Rodriguez is clearly the better fighter. Rodriguez, I don't know. He's shit too. On my prediction, I said both of these fighters are terrible. Neither of them will ever win a UFC fight. But they signed Trent Miller because he got a Von Flue choke. Give him another wrestler. Give him someone that's not going to fucking flatline him. He had 2 knee braces on the Dana White Contender Series. I don't like Trent Miller. I like that, I like his personality, but I don't like that he's in the UFC. It brings down the level of competition. It's just another can. I think you give him Torres Finney, and if he loses to Torres Finney, fucking burn that contract. Christian Perez is my favorite prospect beside Bilal Hassan. I thought this dude was going to beat Manuel Sosa. He almost beat Manuel Sosa. He controlled him for 10 minutes out of that 15-minute fight. I think he'll be a top 10 fighter by the end of next year. So the end of 2027, I think he'll be in the lightweight top 10. This dude is incredibly good everywhere, incredibly good striker, incredibly good jiu-jitsu, great control. Give him someone that's known. Don't give him a can. Give him Kyle Nelson, who's a mediocre fighter. He is a good striker, good wrestler. All around, he has some wins in the UFC. People were favoring him to beat Terrence McKinney. He's known, he's good, he's a high-level fighter. He's not going to be, some shit can that isn't going to propel you anywhere. You give this as a starter fight. If Perez knocks him out or wins this one by decision, you can then see if he's legitimate. Alik Lorenz should fight Luke Fernandez. Both Dana White Contender Series fighters. Luke Fernandez is coming off of a KO loss to Balado. I don't think Alik is all that. I think Alik's really bad. I thought Muhammad Ali was going to win that one easily, but Alik just outpowered him. Give him Luke Fernandez. I think Luke Fernandez is really good, but why not? Moving on to the last fight of the... Oh, no, actually, it's not. Roman Puga's my favorite fighter. He is so fucking entertaining. His boxing is incredible. He's incredibly durable. He has power. He has great cardio. His combinations are so slick. And I want him to fight another beautiful striker. Give him Alberto Montes. And, well, again, he's going to take a couple months off because that was an absolute war he had against Tanner Tremblay. Same with Alberto Montes. He had that war against Tommy McMillan. Booked this for January, December in a crowded arena. Booked this on the prelims of a UFC pay-per-view. These guys will go to absolute war. The striking is going to be so fucking beautiful. Book this fight, please. Tanner Tremblay versus his doppelganger, Harry Hardwick. Timelines align. Tanner's a really good wrestler. Harry Hardwick's a pretty good wrestler. I think Tanner Tremblay knocks out Harry Hardwick. Harry Hardwick is probably going to come back at the end of the year because of his broken jaw. Tanner Tremblay took a lot of damage in that fight. He's going to come back at the end of the year. I say book this fight. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.